Hello everyone, we are Group 3, Luo Wenhao, Song Jia, and Xiangfei Zhao. The title of our presentation today is Towards Equal Rights, Understanding and Addressing Current Gender Issues. Today, we are not just going to talk about the theory, we are going to examine the very fabric of our society. Please look at the number on the screen, 131. According to the 2023 Global Gender Gap Report published by the World Economic Forum, at the current rate of the progress, it will take 131 years for the world to achieve full gender equality. 131 years. We cannot accept this timeline. To address this, we must first understand the concepts. It is more than just a physiological difference. Based on the 2022 Gender Equality Glossaries by the UN Women Training Center, we must distinguish between biological sex, which refers to the genetic and biological characteristics, and social gender, which refers to the socially constructed roles, expectations, and norms placed upon us. The problem lies within these social constructions. Look at the trajectory of progress, which is still an unfinished course. Official achievements from the New Zealand Ministry for Culture and Heritage recorded that in 1893, New Zealand broke the ice by granting the first access to voting rights. Furthermore, as documented in the UN General Assembly resolutions, 34 out of 180 in 1979, the United Nations reached the global consensus with the CEDAW Convention. We have made progress, but today we are in the deep water zone, breaking down invisible barriers. To show you exactly what these invisible barriers look like, I will now pass the floor to Song Jia.
Hello everyone, my name is Song Jia. I will introduce three issues. Okay, thank you, Wenhao. Let's move toward fairness by examining the current situations. We face invisible barriers in both the workplace and the economy. Women's career paths are not smooth sailing, but rather thorny. Comprehensive data from UN Women, a 2018 report from the International Labor Organizations and a research report from McKinsey and in 2023 all support this conclusion. And we see some obvious problem, the gender pay gap and the loss of STEM talent. There is a glasses ceiling and a broken ladder from every 100 men who get promoted. Only 87 women do. At home, women bear 2.5 times the unpaid labor burden of men. Let's move to issue 2. Outside the workplace, we face a second problem, the taken for granted bias. Society tells us we are taught to be this kind of persons. Studies from the American Psychological Association in 2018 and the World Health Organization in 2019 both highlight the effect of this conditioning, leading to rigid gender roles and toxic masculinity. This harm men and women equally. Furthermore, the mass media continues to objectify and commodify the bodies. The lead to the third issues, safety and autonomy. Before discussing career advancement, we must talk about basic equality and survival. A 2021 report by the World Health Organization revealed a shocking fact. One-third of women experience gender-based violence. We must defend body autonomy and fundamentally oppose all form of body shaming. Finally, to truly understand this issue, we must look at it from an interdisciplinary perspective, not just at the gender level. Discrimination never exists in a solution. It is a complex reality. Gender issues are closely linked to class and race issue. We have already seen the severity of the problem, but there are solutions. Next, Xiangfei Zhao will explain how we can bring about change.
So thank you, Sonja. And why must we change? Because fairness has a huge impact on everyone. Breaking down these barriers will unleash human potential globally. According to 2015 benchmark study by the McKinsey Global Institute, narrowing the gender gap could bring more than 12 trillion in economic prosperity. Ultimately, gender equality is about the liberation of all. And how do we do that? We should start by looking for solutions at the macro level. Government should push for policy and legal reforms, including strict pay transparency and paid paternity leave. Businesses should also change their corporate DNA. This is highlighted in the World Bank 2023 report and the Harvard Business Review's 2020 report. We also need to go beyond public relations and build genuine diversity influence at the core of organizations. But all change on a macro level take time. So we also need to find solutions at the micro level. That means positive alliances. As leading.org's 2023 research and Harvard project implicitly show, each of us must identify our own implicit biases and actively support our colleagues. Change happens in everyday interactions. Our team studied today's talk with a starting number 131 years. Why do we have with 131 more years? The economy can't just wait any longer. Men classified tax expectation can't really wait any longer. Women on earth can't wait any longer. I challenge you to change the world around you starting tomorrow. What will you do tomorrow? Will you review your team's pay structure? Will you stand up against biased rhetoric? Or will you go home and continue doing unpaid labor? Equality is a choice we make every day. Let's not wait for another 131 years. Let's start today. And thank you on behalf of my team.